right. What up? I don't know. I really don't know where I'm going to post this video, but I'm definitely probably going to try to post it to YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and a couple of other things. Right now, this is obviously going to be a different type of video. This is just going to be a rant video. This is going to be, I need to start a channel called Cuzzintruck Rants, because people who know me personally know, for some odd reason, and I can't quite understand it, but the universe or the Lord or even Satan has always decided to send things my way. Just always sending things my way, sending problems my way. And yeah, it might not be a problem to some people, but certain things are a problem to me. At the end of the day, also, I'm gonna point this out for you who might understand this. I'm a Taurus. So anybody who knows anything about Tauruses, you kind of know what that means. But let me just get to the story. So long story short, I decided to go get an oil change because I needed an oil change, because changing the oil of your vehicle actually helps it last longer. And as all of you know already, I am a car person. I'm a car channel. I'm a car platform. So yeah, I got to take care of my own personal car. So last time I went to get an oil change, I think it cost me like $65, but it actually didn't even cost me $65 because I'm a crazy person. So I bought the oil change package when I purchased my car. So I didn't have to pay for my first oil. This is the first, actually, well, I prepaid for the oil changes basically, but this is the first one I've had to pay for, you know, out of my pocket. So when I walk up, the guy's like, oh yeah, to get an oil change is gonna be $120. My spirit immediately cracks inside, because I couldn't believe that an oil change was going to cost me $120. So he said the oil change is going to be $120. To do some type of diagnostic on my car was going to be $200. And so all I'm hearing is you're going to have to spend $700 to get an oil change and to get them to look at your AC adapter, the voltage thing for the charger, to look at that. Basically, it's going to cost me about $700. That's all I heard. Everything else he said was just moot and void, because that's all I heard. So I was mad. I was very, very mad. Very, very, very mad, thinking I'm about to spend all this money to try to get my vehicle serviced. So some of you may know this, some of you may not. I'm not gonna say I'm a religious person, because that's not true, because religious people kill Jesus. But I am somebody who definitely believes in the good Lord. Like, you know, and some people have even noticed that in my videos, there's a scripture that is posted on almost every video that I have. And that's just because, yes, I am a man of faith. I mean, it's just who I am. So I said, listen, let me talk to a manager. So the guy went outside to go get the manager. And while he was outside, I was just heated. I was mad. I don't know why. I was so angry and mad today. And it's Good Friday. But I was super mad, like just mad. And I haven't been so angry in so long. And I already knew I can't go off on this guy. I can't push his computer off the desk and tell him, you know, to go, you know, F himself and all this type of stuff. So I just began to pray. I put on my shades because I was mad, because I'm not mad right now, but I usually will put on my shades if I get really mad. And I just started praying and praying and praying and praying and praying and praying. And I even told God, like, listen, God, I am about to lose it right now. I don't know where this spirit is coming from. It's making me want to lose it, but I am about to lose it. And I'm going to need you to intervene. And, you know, so on and so forth. So then the manager or supervisor comes in, and she starts breaking down the price to me, explaining why it's this and why it's that, and yada, 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 yada. So I was like, okay, if that's the way things are, that's just how they are. I need an oil change because I want my car to last as long as possible. So go ahead and I'll pay the $120. I need to get an oil change. So as I'm sitting there, I'm still mad. I'm editing some videos, editing some photos, and then something in my head was like, hey, why don't you call around and see how much other dealerships in the area, other Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge dealerships are charging for oil changes. So I called 4 other locations to find out their prices for oil changes. I'm not going to tell you the price, but obviously they were way cheaper, like just way cheaper. And it's also one of those things where it's like, man, if I would have known that, I would have just went somewhere else to get my oil change. So I already made up my mind. Next time I'm gonna just go somewhere else to get my oil change. So after the vehicle was done, I was still mad. So I asked once again, like, so I asked a different person, is there a service manager or somebody who's here right now? And the lady was like, sure, let me call him. So she called him. He came over in like 30 seconds. And I just had a conversation with him, like right there, and just kind of told him how I was feeling about being charged so much for an oil change when certain in other locations were not charging as much, and how I just, I don't want to get into everything I said because I said a lot of different stuff, but I'm not trying to go there right now. So after that, he was like, okay, well, let me take your paperwork and let me go figure something out. So he went and walked off, and and I was still mad, and I was still praying, and I was still mad. And then the cashier told me, oh, here's your total, here's your new total. And when she gave me the paperwork, it said I owed $0. And now that's a good thing. That's okay. That's okay. But that wasn't what I asked for. Like, I wasn't asking for a free oil change. I was just asking for a reasonable and fair oil change. Like, I was at least looking for them to charge me the same price that the 4 other dealerships quoted me, because to me that's fair. If everybody's charging a specific amount, I can't argue that amount if everybody's charging it. But once I find out this dealership was charging a significant more amount, that's what made me very upset, because I felt like I was being cheated. So maybe it's my arrogance, maybe it's my pride, maybe it's my stubbornness, but I was like, no, this isn't what I asked for. I didn't ask for a free oil change. I just asked to be charged, reasonable price. And the lady said to me, because I was still ready to argue, the lady was like, listen, baby, you better learn to just count your blessings and, let it go. And so I obliged, because I am a man of faith, and she is right. God is good, and if he intended for me to have a free oil change, then it is what it is. I mean, we do pay a lot for so many other things, so I shouldn't be complaining about no free oil change. But I wasn't done yet, because I'm a tourist. So as I'm walking outside to go get my car, or they were going to pull my car around, I see the service manager, who I guess adjusted the price. So I'm like, hey, I didn't ask you, I'm holding my paperwork that showed the $0 amount. I'm like, I didn't ask you this. This isn't what I asked for. Like, this isn't what I wanted. I just was wondering why you guys are charging so much more than the other locations. And I'm not gonna get into all the things he said, but it was a lot of, I'm not gonna say it was yada yada yada, but we talked back and forth, and I explained some things to him and why I was feeling the way I was feeling, and blah 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 blah. And I guess the purpose of me posting this video is, years ago I learned to learn to control yourself. Learn to control the things that come out your mouth. If you can, learn how to control your feelings. Like, just learn how to control yourself. Because there was a part of me that wanted to be really rude and nasty and disgusting and cause a bunch of chaos, and cause a scene and do all these things. But I know that doesn't help anything. That's not going to change the price. That's not going to do anything. But what I've learned over the years is stay as calm as you can and just mean what you say. Mean what you say. Just mean what you say. And if you are in the right, there's nothing anybody can say to you if what you're saying is right. Because what will happen sometimes is they'll reach the conclusion that, oh crap, this person is right, and maybe this should not be happening. And so I guess that's what happened with that situation. Now, I posted about this on my Facebook and Instagram, and I think I even posted about it on YouTube. One comment that somebody left that was interesting to me is my cousin was like, oh man, you should just, since they took care of you, you should buy them lunch. And he's right. So what I ended up doing, not that it matters, I ended up going to Chick-fil-A and getting a bunch of gift cards. And so now I'm going to take them these gift cards to the people who helped me and the people who kind of looked out for me at that dealership. I'm going to take them some gift cards so they can go get them some Chick-fil-A. And so I guess the purpose of this video, it is car related, but it's also not car related. It is car related because it's oil changes, things like that, but it's not like a car show or anything. So I guess the purpose of this video is just something I've learned myself, and it's something that I think we all have to realize and learn, is we have to learn how to control our mouths. If we can, control our attitudes. Like, learn to just stay calm, mean what you say, don't just blow up. I know some of you saw my last video when I was at Enterprise, and I kind of blew up on them because of the discrimination that they kind of put me through. But this wasn't that. So, but I was still just as upset and angry and annoyed, because I don't like to feel like I'm being lied to, and I don't like to feel like I'm being cheated, because I work hard. I work very hard. I mean, I do YouTube on the weekends, Monday through Friday. I work at an engineering company, so I work for my money. It's not a handout at all. So when I feel like I'm being lied to or used or mistreated, I just take it very, very personally. And yeah, like I said, I just and as I said before, this is a different type of video. I do need to make a channel maybe called Cuzzintruck Rants, because I have all these type of things. Like, believe it or not, these type of things happen to me all the time, like constantly. It's just now I realize there are platforms out there that will allow you to post this stuff and kind of share it with the world. So that's kind of all I wanted to say. And like I say, today's Good Friday. This weekend is Easter. Got a couple of shows to go to this weekend. Actually, I go down to Miami tomorrow, but that's a whole different video and a whole different story. But yeah, since that happened not too long ago, I just wanted to kind of make a video about it. I don't even know if I'm going to post this video, but I may, because sometimes people like this type of stuff. It helps them realize that we as these content creators are still human. We still go through stuff just like you. So that's another reason for this video. But also, I just want to constantly thank you guys for always checking out the videos, always commenting and sharing the content. I do plan on making the video where I finally open up my plaque. I hate to admit, I just really haven't had time to do it, because I kind of want to sit down and make it a nice, decent video. Since I now have my 100,000 subscribers, I actually think I'm up to like 110,000. So, and like I said, whether you guys know it or not, without you, how do I point to you, there would be no Cuzzintruck. If you guys didn't check out the videos, there would be no Cuzzintruck. Well, I take that back. There would still be a Cuzzintruck, but he wouldn't be the Cuzzintruck that he is today. So I do constantly thank you guys, and I appreciate you whether you know it or not. And like I say, this is just a little situation that happened today, and I just wanted to kind of share it with you guys, just to kind of post something a little different. It's not always like a car show or things like that. So I'm about to go back to this dealership now and take them these gift cards, just to show them that I do appreciate what you did. I guess they say pay it forward or whatever. So that's what I'm going to try to do this Good Friday. So I hope you guys have a good and blessed day, and I'll holler at you on the next one. Peace.